Hi everyone, NETFQ here. Today's a bit of a special day. What I've done is I've gone and built myself another Rorqual for my alt pilot to fly. Now my alt pilot is my main PvP guy, but I decided to train him into a Rorqual. So he's got his skills up now, and I've just built a Rorqual, so I guess it's time to fit him out with a Rorqual so he can help mining and enjoy the lifestyle that he's grown accustomed to with all his capital ships that he flies. Anyway, the first thing we need to do is get it out of the cooker. So it is completed, if I remember rightly. Yep, there it is there. So we'll get that delivered. Brand spanking new. And it should be in my ship hold. There it is there. So my pilot Arnon, so we'll trade with him and I'll give it to him, and there we go. And I'll just switch over to my Arnon character and we'll accept that trade. Right, so I have bought all the modules for this guy so he can fully fit his Rorqual. So we'll go ahead and we'll assemble the ship and we'll make it active. And there we go. He's now flying a Rorqual. This is a very special day. I never thought that he would fly a Rorqual, but here you are. He is brilliant. So I've got a whole bunch of modules to fit on this Rorqual. And I guess the most important thing that a Rorqual pilot should always have is this guy here, a WETU mobile depot, because this is the only mobile depot big enough to house your excavator mining drones. So this is a must. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that in the hold. And excavator mining drones, I'm going to stick them in the drone bay along with all these other ones. So I've got some bouncers, I've got some curators, I've got some ogres, praetors, warrior 2s, EC drones, Hornet EC drones, and light maintenance drones as well. So I'll grab all them and I'll stick them into the drone bay as well. And yeah, highly recommended, it's not mandatory, but highly recommended is you have some strong blue pills in your Rorqual as well. And the reason why is that when you consume it, you get a 30% bonus to your shields, your shield boost bonus. This is vital. This is it could make the difference between life and death. Now, in saying that, the idea about having tank on a Rorqual is not so you can survive. It's so you can survive long enough for help to come and save you. So all we're doing is trying to extend the amount of time it takes for bad guys to kill you, in the hopes that people come and save you. So definitely a must. We'll put that in our cargo hold as well. And yeah, I guess this is it. What we'll do is we'll go into the fitting window and we'll start off with the rigs. I am using these rigs here, which are the capital drone mining augmenters. Now, normally people would have two Tech 2 versions of this and one Tech 1 version, but those Tech 2 versions are bloody expensive, and I just can't justify the price tag. I think it's only a 5% increase anyway in mining yield. So if you've got two of them, that's a 10% increase. But for the price, I just can't justify having a Tech 2 version of this. So I've only got 3 Tech 1s. So we'll go ahead and add them. We'll plug them in. Right, now for our high slots, what I've got, very important thing, another very important thing is your pulse activated Nexus invulnerability core, your panic button. You definitely need one of these for a Rorqual. So we'll add that. The next important thing is having a Sino field generator. Because when you do get tackled, you want to be able to light this so help can jump directly to you without having to gate it to try and save you. If you've got one of these and you light it, help can get to you a lot quicker. So we'll put one of them in, and of course that needs fuel, so I've got my liquid ozone here. I'll put that in the cargo hold as well. What else do we have for the high slots? We have a dark blood heavy energy neutralizer. Why not? You've got a free slot anyway, might as well fill it up with something. And we have a Concord Capital Remote Shield Booster. This is great, especially if you're going to rep your drones or rep another ship that's in trouble. You've got this guy here to help out, and it is quite expensive, but I think it's definitely worth it. So we'll put one of them in. And what else do we have? We have obviously a industrial core. I would love this to be a Tech 2 version, but to get level 4 to level 5 of the skill you need for this, it takes 30 days, and I don't want to wait 30 days to train that to a Tech 2 version. The difference is, if I just show you very quickly, if we go to the attributes, where is it? I am completely blind. Oh, there you go. So drone or mining yield bonus is 400%. Now the Tech 2 version of this, it gives you a 500% bonus. So it's 100% more of a bonus it gives you to mining yield. So I want to compare that to my other alt that flies with the Tech 2 version, just to see the difference in mining yield. And you've got other ones as well, like the the drone maximum velocity and all the rest of it. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. So I've got the Tech 1 version, so I'll stick that in. Now, normally the last 3 slots are for your mining, form and bursts and all the rest of it, and I've made this guy specifically not for that. My other alt that I use, my main that I use for Rorqual mining, she's maxed out with the mining form and bursts. She's maxed out completely, so for my alts that actually fly mining barges or mining exhumers, she boosts them, and that's how it is. This guy, because I've already got an alt doing the boosting for the mining, this guy's going to concentrate on doing the boosting for shields. So just in case you've got a dreadnought or bad guys that come into system, at least this guy can help out by doing some shield command bursts and boosting the shields of people in your fleet, and obviously the Rorqual itself. So I've got 3 of them, so I'll add 3 of them, and I have all 3 different charges here. I've got the shield harmonizing charge, I've got the shield extension charge, and I've got the active shielding charge. So we'll go ahead and load one of each into the different modules, and there we go. Brilliant. Now for the mid slots, I have, well, it's a mixed bag really. Most important is to have some capital capacitor boosted Tech 2s, so I'll go ahead and load them up. And then what else do we have? We actually have our shielding. So what I've got here is I've got a Pitham C-type vulnerability or adaptive vulnerability shield. I've got 2 of them, so we'll go ahead and load them up. And then for the actual boosters, I've got the Pithx type shield boost amplifiers. I have 2 of them, so we'll go ahead and load them up. And of course, a Rorqual would not be complete without a Concord Capital Shield Booster. So this is the main guy here that helps save you if you get tackled. Okay, yep, that's fine. Now for the low slots, as you can see, what I've got is I've got your damage control tech 2. If you really wanted to, this could be a faction damage control module, but a damage control tech 2 just works fine. And I have 3 Kadari Navy powered diagnostic systems. So if I add those to the low slots, I will be able to turn this on. And there we go, it's turned on. Now, these ones here, the Capital Capacitor Booster Tech 2s, they need charges, cap charges. So I have here some Navy Cap Booster 3200s. So I'll stick them in my cargo hold. And what I'll do is I'll go and load them up. So that way we're not going to run out of cap. Because as you can see, with everything on, actually let's just unload them because that doesn't show you, does it? Can I just drag them out? Here we go. Right, yeah, so with all these modules on, my capacitor is only going to last 6 minutes. That's why we have the capacitor boosters here. So we keep them running when we need to, just so we survive a bit longer. And that's it. So what else do I have in here? Well, I've got my chargers, so I might as well stick them in my cargo hold. And what I've got here is I've got some modules to refit when I'm out actually in an ore field. If I'm feeling pretty confident, there's a lot of people out, there's a lot of eyes around, and enemy movements are really low in the system, then I would basically swap out the capacitor boosters and some of these shield boosters here, and I'd fit 4 of these drone navigation computer tech 2s. The reason why I do that is so the excavator mining drones move a bit quicker. The quicker they move, the quicker you can fill your ore hold. So that's what I do. But again, if there's lots of enemies around, well, enemy movements are higher than normal, or if we know that an enemy fleet is coming our way, or there's just not that many people around, normally I'd fit this, which is basically full tank mode, just in case I get tackled, and help's not readily available. Otherwise, if I'm feeling safe, I'll actually stick these in just to get the mining yield, the mining yield up. And a survey scanner tech 2, so it's always good to have one of these. Just when you know that your rock is about to die, you can just scan around for another rock to see the volume of ore in the rock, because that's the worst thing you can do in a Rorqual, is if you go to rock and you siege up into industrial core mode, and then you mine for about a minute and the rock disappears. Well, you're stuck there doing nothing for 4 minutes. So it's always good to go to a rock that you know has enough ore for you to warrant turning this industrial core module on. So it's always good to have. So I'll stick those 2 in the Rorqual as well. Now, one thing I haven't got. So anyway, this is all fitted now. It's all there. That's a standard fit. I wouldn't say it's the best fit. There's definitely many ways that you can fit a Rorqual, but I like it. I mean, it does the job. So the only thing I need to do is I need to buy some fuel. I need to buy 2 things. I need to buy jump fuel, which is the oxygen isotopes, and heavy water to run the industry core. So what I'll do is I'll actually just change stations. I'll take this new Rorqual out for the first time, get it a bit dirty flying between stations, and we'll just fly down here. Look at that. The only thing I don't have for this Rorqual is a skin. My other pilot has a skin, but this pilot doesn't yet. And where are we? Yeah, no skins. So that's a bit of a bummer. So as you can see, he's only mastery level 2 at the moment. And the reason why is if we go to level 3, he doesn't have the mining director and the command burst specialist. Which, yeah. One, he's not going to get that because he's not going to be boosting for mining performance at all. That's not what this character is going to do. This command specialist reducing duration of command burst and mining foreman burst. Yeah, so maybe he needs to start training this up as well. Maybe. Improves the fleet support, reduces reload duration of all mining bursts. Well, yeah, not really too worried about that. Anyway, we have arrived to our keep star, and we'll dock up. And we have 4 minutes to go before server downtime. I've done it again, guys and girls. So what we'll do, so we'll buy some oxygen very quickly. Oxygen isotopes. What we'll do is to get to the system I really want to go to, we need about 4,000, so I'll just buy 5,000 of them. And we need heavy water as well to run the industrial core module. So we'll buy 100,000 of that lot. Right, so what we'll do is we'll just load that up. Oxygen, heavy water. Now normally what I do is that for the fleet hangar of my alt, I normally have that open to fleet members, so that's why that's how I get my alt characters that are in hulks. Basically, when they get full, they can just transfer their ore into the fleet hangar, and then I transfer it from the fleet hangar into the cargo hold of the Rorqual. But because this guy is not going to be doing that, I can load up the fleet hangar with heavy water so I can stay on field for longer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to load it up. I can actually buy a bit more, so I'm going to load it up. My fuel bay is full as well, and there we go. That's just awesome. Normally in my other alt character, I normally only keep 25,000 units of heavy water. That's basically the same amount that you get in the fuel bay, so that way I can basically do I can use 2 full fuel bays worth of heavy water, so I can stay on field longer and still have enough space in my fleet hangar for my alts to deposit their ore in. But as I said, I'm not going to use this for any of my alts to deposit ore, and this guy's just going to sit on a rock and mine away. So I can basically fill this up with heavy water, and I can have I can stay on grid longer. So there we go. That's my basic fit. Definitely would need a Witchu mobile depot, strong blue pill in case you get tackled, just to boost your shields. A change of fit, just to speed up mining and to survey the remaining fields on grid. The different charges for my shield command bursts, liquid ozone for my sonar generated, and the cap battery boosters, 3200s for my cap boosters. So that's it. So I guess in the upcoming videos what I'll be doing is I will be taking this out and showing you the comparison in performance between I guess an Industry Core Tech 1 version and an Industry Core Tech 2 version. So that'll be quite interesting to see, especially having my 2 alts on field at the same time. That's going to be pretty special. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next time, fly safe and bye for now.